Hi, this is Beata from Splitcoaststampers. In this video I'll show you how to create a brick wall look. What you start out with is a piece of cardstock or piece of pattern paper. I used my Mind's Eye Penny Lane paper and Unity's Gratitude Equals Joy stamps. And I stamped them on there, and to give it a little bit more depth I stamped them with peeled paint, and I will overstamp them a little bit lighter with a shabby shutter. And I'm using my Stamp-A-Magic for that. I already lined up my stamp and stamped the image with the darker ink on my Imagine sheet, and now I overlay it where I want the lighter image to be and line up my Stamp-A-Magic, ink up my stamp, and stamp it. And then I do the same with the other leaf. Next, you'll have to cut your image apart. I'm using my paper cutter, and in the photo tutorial you'll see how to use a ruler and scissors for that. But I'm too lazy for that, so I'm just cutting 1/2 inch strips. The entire image in 1/2 inch strips. And make sure you keep the sequins. Just lay them next to you. And then we cut them in brick shape, and we make them 1 inch wide. My cardstock measures 3.5 inches, so when I cut it I will have 1/2 inch. And what I do is once I cut them, I lay them on a piece of cardstock that I tape them on later. So I will keep, it's like a puzzle piece now, so I keep the puzzles in place. Now the next row, instead of starting with a 1 inch piece, we're cutting it 1/2 inch. I hope you can see that. And then cut 1 inch pieces after that. So my image will be offset. And I'm not going to show you the whole thing, I already prepared it. It's like a cooking show. And here are my bricks. What we do next, you could just tape it on, but to give it a little bit more dimension, I will sponge the edges with antique linen. Just go around each brick. I know it takes a little bit of time, but look how much better this looks. Just go all around. And then again, keep them in the order you cut them. Makes it easier later to put them back together. And again, like magic, I have the finished pieces. And then you just tape these on. So I'm using regular tape, you can use whatever you want, and start taping them onto a piece of cardstock. I already made a sample, so I know how big mine will be. Just cut your cardstock bigger, your base layer, and then cut it down to what you need later on, so you don't have too little cardstock at the end. That would be bad after you taped it all down. And what I will do to create the brick look is just not tape every single piece down. And here's the finished brick, and all you do then is layered onto your card and decorated, and your card is done. I hope you have fun. See you next time.